Right, so if you saw my video on the Stihl KM94 about changing the recoil over, I'm going to do the same to this one. Change it from the easy start spring assisted recoil, which is a pain in the ass and prone to failure. Feel free to search that online, but they do go after a while, so I'm just going to change it for the back to the normal recoil. I much prefer that anyway. So just a little quick video showing that. So take your shroud off. 3 there. T27. Slide that out. And we have the recoil. So you've got to get this little spring retainer clip off. I find the easy way to do it is just get a little screwdriver in this back section and this little tab and just bend it out. It's a little bit fiddly. There we go. Watch it doesn't go flying off. Remember which way it goes on as well. So keep a mental picture of the orientation. So it will go back on like so. Just be careful now. Don't you know, pull this up, because if you take this bottom bit off, the spring is likely to pop out. So just be wary of that. So you can just lift this top section out. Keep the washer and keep these 2 little pulls here. We need those for the new one. So grab that, pull these 2 out. You can just lift the spring out as well, carefully. And like I say, just hold this down, be careful, because it's under tension. So what you need to do is just try and fish the rope out. And then just give it a little loop round. Maybe need to do 2. So there we go now. So we've got it to the stage where the spring is not under tension anymore. And then you should just be able to lift this out. Obviously be very careful. And your spring is still intact down in there. So like I say, just be very careful. Don't go dropping this or whatever, because that will come out. So you can carefully unravel your string, pull the knot out, undo the knot if you want to. I'm just going to cut it off, pull that through. So this is the new part we need. This is the part that's replacing this system in here. So the non-spring one. Probably won't be able to see that part number there, but I'll put it on the screen anyway. It's very simple. Again, this, feed it through that middle hole there. Do yourself a little knot in the end. Make sure it's tight. Pull that back into there. Should be alright. Don't, you don't want too much excess hanging out. It should be fairly snug in there. So now what you need to do is carefully put this back into here. You see that little notch right on the end of my finger there? That needs to hook into that cutout there. So it takes a bit of orientation to get it in. But you'll just have to play around with it, trying to find out where it bites. There we go, that's gone in there. Pull that through. Right, now before I do anything else, I'm going to get these pulls and the clip back on. So we'll go from this orientation. So again, these curve round, the curves face the inside, or the flat bit faces the inside, if you see there, look. So put those both back in. And then your washer over the top. And then remember the orientation of this. So that goes on that way. It has to hook over both of these little pulls. This is sometimes a little bit fiddly getting this back on, but you just need to sort of hook one round. There we go. Before you go retensioning it as well, just give it a spin by hand and check that your pulls are coming out, which they are, which is good. Alright, so what we need to do now, obviously we've got no tension on this. What we need to do now to wind this in is this little notch here. We need to hook our rope into that. And then the idea is to spin this whilst the rope's in there, so we're not actually wrapping any rope round here, we're just actually putting tension on the spring. So for this one, from my bird's eye view as it were, we go clockwise. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll stop there and just hold it with your hand and then just pull all this excess through. It might get a little bit twisted up, but you can just manipulate that and then slowly let it release. And again, you see there, it's still a bit off. So again, pull it all the way out, fish yourself a little bit, wrap it back into that little slot. Clockwise another one. And that should be good. You don't want it over tensioned, so don't go wrapping it as tight as it goes, because you're likely to bust the spring. But like I say, 5 or 6 turns should be fine. Check that it's good. And there you have it. One conversion to the standard recoil. Ditching this stupid system, which is not very good in my opinion. And yeah, just put your shroud back on and job done. So there we go, hope that helped. And yeah, hit the like button if it did. Any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.